Oh yeah, Tuv did a video on crimes committed with deep fake AI. I do like Tuv. He's a good boy. Makes very good videos.
Weird.
That gaming gear in the URL is crazy. Okay, I'm happy that someone else saw that as well, bro. That was... Woo! That was close to something there. Holy moly.
Really interesting times where criminals have free access to deepfake technology. From pretending to be Mr. Beast and hosting an iPhone giveaway scam to a high school...
I remember when they leaked like audio calls of Mr. Beast. And then they just came out and said, oh no, it's all AI. It's all AI.
Principal's voice being generated to say racist remarks, to even middle schoolers using it to generate inappropriate images of their classmates and teachers. Join
Normal behavior.
me today as we talk about crimes committed with deepfakes. Now, if I'm gonna have a video dedicated to deepfakes, let's first go over the definition. The definition of deepfake
Wait, is he putting fan art at the beginning of his videos? My guy. My guy.
is a video of a person in which their face or body has been digitally altered so that they appear to be someone else, typically used maliciously or to spread false information. But we're not only going to talk about videos, we're also going to be talking about generated audio and images. Also, I do want to say a little mini announcement. I do have a new talk show / solo podcast named Channel Tuv. That's a show I'm using to talk about topics that are too inappropriate to talk here.
Tuv is awesome. I just can't say anything bad about the guy. He's only been... Every interaction I've had with him, he's just been really genuine and nice. He wanted me to have like a brief cameo in one of his videos. I probably should have reached out to him actually to voice in Darkwood, but yeah, I think it just slipped my mind or something. I think the problem is if I don't have someone on Discord, I just never reach out to them.
You know, where I
Talk to Us, a better podcast. Sadly true.
give you guys a little quick spiel before the video starts, but a lot of things I'm going to talk about over there are just inappropriate, so it wouldn't make sense to talk about other stuff I want to. Like, before we get into a morbid topic, I just want a community hub for the fan.
What's the title of the Darkwood video? The best horror game you've played some time ago. I'm just going to call it Darkwood. I think the best quilt you've never slept in. That title is so saturated now. I can't even use it anymore. Every Andy stole it. So I'm just gonna call it Darkwood. And then I think going ahead, I'm just gonna call every video just the name of the game. Kind of like what Video Game Donkey does.
Base, and I'm going to be opening fan mail over there and talking about pop culture stuff. But episode 1 is me talking about Rule 34 art that you guys draw of me, because I guess you guys like drawing Rule 34 art of me. But yeah, you see,
That's wild that he's covering that. Imagine doing that. What? Going over art of your character? Dude, this guy's like a DJ or something. That's messed up.
why it's getting its own platform. It's also available on Spotify and soon going to be on Apple Podcasts. It's already on my second channel if you want to give it a quick watch, see if you like it or not. Also, if you aren't subscribed, don't even worry about that. I'll earn your subscription by the end of this video. But without further ado, let's get started with the video. Fake racist audio of a Maryland high school principal. Another strange case where deepfake tech was used to commit a crime was the fake leaked recording of a high school principal in Maryland supposedly going on a racist rant. The audio, which was first leaked on Instagram before spreading elsewhere, has the voice of Pikesville High School principal Eric Eiswert complaining about the Jewish community, making anti-Semitic remarks, and also talking of, well, I'll just let you guys hear the audio.
I'm the principal here, me and only me. You know, I seriously don't understand why I have to constantly put up with these here every day. Between these ungrateful black kids who can't test their way out of a paper bag, or these teachers who don't get it, how hard is it to get these students to meet their grade level expectations? Lawrence and Ravenel should have never been hired. And don't let me get started on DJ. I'm going to drag his black ass out of here one way or another. And if I have to get one more complaint from one more Jew in this community...
Dude, that sounds so real. What the hell? No, legit, that's scary. Like, you know the whole YouTube thing? Like, I feel like people on YouTube, when there's allegations and stuff, they can, like, kind of wait to, like, see what happens kind of thing. Like, people can wait. I mean,
What this I hear about Darkwood? I didn't know you liked BBC, you little twink.
Thank you, Ducky, for the 10. Shut up. But, like, imagine if you're a teacher at a school, a kid doesn't like you, makes some deepfake audio of you. They take it from, like, a videos on your Facebook and stuff because you're a boomer. And then they just use it against you. That's actually terrifying, man. Damn. I'm saying like us, right? The zoomies. we're aware of this, right? But like genuinely people in their 60s and like 50s and that, like they're cooked. That's really scary, man.
I'm going to join the other side. Kathy, I'm done.
Now for context, the principal
That sounds real as well. Like deepfake audio is like so... They always finish words and sentences in a weird way that doesn't sound normal. But that was like... He was almost like cutting himself off and stuff. That sounded like a genuine like argument.
were as a white man, so you can probably imagine the extent of damage that was done to his reputation. By the time the Baltimore County Public Schools investigated and determined that the voice was AI generated, the viral nature of the clip had already caused profound repercussions.
How did they find out it was AI though? Because if he just says, "Oh, I didn't say that, lol," they'd turn around and say, "Oh no, you did. We've got recorded proof." How did they debunk that it was AI? Dude, that's actually really scary.
The principal was already placed on leave, and police officers assigned by the court to his residence because both he and his family were at significant risk.
Unk said us, Lamau. Okay, how old are you? Say it in chat. Say it in chat. How is 27 Unk? Little brother. How is 27 Unk? 12, 6. Okay, band, 5, band, 5, band, 11, band, 12, band, 14, band, 13, band, 10, band. Mods, ban anyone saying under 18. Wait, what's the age to make an account? I don't care, just ban them. Just ban them. Anyone that said that they're younger than 27, ban them. Straight up. Don't want them in my chat.
Risk.
Old heads only. Old heads only.
Social media platforms were also apparently full of hateful messages towards him, and the school kept receiving lots of...
Bro is almost 30. Go to your wife and kids. Hey man, at least I'm not launching Feastables and Lunchables with Logan Paul and KSI and the Rizzler, huh? I've actually got a life, thank you very much.
Angry phone calls from all over. That also meant there was disruption of normal learning activities, with some teachers even...
Dude, who has a wife and kids at 27? Are you Christian? What? How you... The only people that get married that young are Christian.
Fearing
or religious.
That there could be recording devices planted in various spots around the school. Now, naturally, as probably any other innocent person would do...
I'm 22 and work in retail. Can I stay? Yes, you can stay. You can stay. You're working a hard job.
When the recording came out,
you want a wife and kids at 27? Dude, that sucks.
Were denied being involved whatsoever, stating that that wasn't his voice in the audio clip. That, however, didn't stop speculations and unease in the Pikesville high school community.
You're saying you're ancient at 19? I want to smack you with the back of my hand. Genuinely.
As people began poking and dissecting...
I saw this one TikTok comment section and it was like a bunch of kids being like, "Oh my god, I just turned 14. I'm reaching unk status." And it wasn't even bait. They genuinely thought that.
Every second.
It's because like kids are getting access to the internet younger and younger.
Hi Pyro, been following you since Fat Cry. Love your vids, man. I can finally donate now, so here's 10. I wanna ask, have you ever played Killer 7? Seems like a game you might enjoy.
Thank you, Dragon, for the 10. I played a little bit of Killer 7. It is good.
Of the clip.
I haven't played too much of it, though.
There was, for instance...
I'm 17, it's over. Please join the army or something, please. Please. Like, you're saying it's over, bro. Actual fetus.
The mention of Kathy in a negative light, which was suspected to refer to Kathy Albert, the assistant.
I actually hate scrolling TikTok. It just reminds me of I'm a rotting fossil, man. It's like every time I go on there, it's literally just like, "Oh my god, I'm 13. I'm so old." What do you mean I haven't? It's oh yeah, it's the cope talks they always make as well, where it's like, "I'm 15 and I'm not clearing 100 grand a year yet because my entire page is like Hock to a podcast girl and Andrew Tate." Just cooked.
Principal.
Completely cooked.
No fuckers is out there living the life of challenge and accomplishment of Odysseus and has a genuine character arc, while you're crossing the Rubicon is going to fucking Mr. Chippy and getting a pickled egg in front of Zoomers.
Are you okay? No fuckers. I know that's you on an alt account. Hi Roman. Hi. I know you're watching the stream. What, Roman? Why 2 days ago did you pretend to smoke on a video? Hang on. Why did you?
Eastern Europe.
Where's the bit where you had Roman pretending to smoke a cigarette? I don't care. I brought this up yesterday. I'm gonna do it again. Where is it? There it is. There it is. He doesn't smoke, by the way. He did this to look cool. He told me on Discord.
Hey guys, didn't see you there. My name is motherfuckers, Roman.
No, notice how fast the wind is moving, and he's got a lit cigarette, and the cigarette keeps being put out, and he keeps relighting it to pretend that he smokes it because he thinks it looks cool.
I'm a Russian YouTuber, and welcome to my hood in Russia. No, it's not. This is actually Portugal, Lisbon. Oh my God. I know, guys, crazy. Look at what's around me. Look, guys, as a Russian who moved to Europe, to Western Europe, here to Portugal, I've been pretty, you know, intimidated by the look of Western.
He keeps touching his hairline. Why does he keep doing that? Dementia? No, I know I shown this yesterday, but that's obviously Roman on an alt account trying to roast me. You know, he joined the call. We were recording a podcast today, and he joined the call. We didn't even know how he got in the server. We just kicked him out straight away.
In Europe, I was not really used to it. However, when I'm in areas like this,
this is Roman's life, right? Wake up, smoke weed, pretend to smoke a cigarette for some bizarre reason because I'm gay, complain about Putin for 5 hours, go play a 20-year-old Need for Speed game, go to bed. That's it. That's the entire life. Why'd you come in here saying like my lifestyle's shit, and then you're comparing me to NFKRZ? Rented.
Then there was the mention of an employee that Eiswert apparently wanted gone so bad one way or another. And all that's the...
You love Roman? That's gay. Yeah, I do need to go see him.
Pyro, love your content, been a viewer since Kekpetskap 1 days. If your crimes ever come to life, then you can avoid extradition with me in southern Argentina. One love Pookie feels okay, man.
Thank you, Cat, for $10.
The racist and anti-Semitic comments, and you can see why everyone really wanted to know what was going on. I mean, Eiswert had been working in Baltimore County schools since 19...
I love Roman, I'm gay. Hang on, enhance. Enhance. Very profile picture. It all makes sense now.
97, that's a whole 27 years. So they kind of deserved answers.
Yeah, Fetch, you wanna smoke some weed, Fetch?
Eventually, everyone did find out what was going on. Investigations led to a 31-year-old man by the name of Dazan Darian, the school's athletic director. It turns out that the whole thing was a revenge ploy after Darian felt disgruntled when Eiswert raised concerns over his work performance and alleged that he had misused school funds. For his crime, Darian ended up facing charges including theft, disruption of school activities, stalking, and retaliating against a witness. These charges were just the beginning though, because further investigations revealed Darian had a pretty fishy background career-wise. As reported by Fox, the primary investigation into the fake recordings raised
How old is this guy? He looks like he's about 35.
suspicion about how Darian had been hired in the first place. It then turned out that he had actually misrepresented his credentials a lot. Like a lot of lies on his resume, including credentials he didn't have and work experience that was fabricated. This put Baltimore County Public Schools on the spot because someone without even a teaching certificate, let alone a college accreditation, required
He looks 27. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up right now.
the position, ended up being hired and earning 6 figures. Anyway, all that aside, the case is still ongoing and we have yet to find out how
I am
long
not
he's
Roman
gonna
because I can actually pronounce crossing the Rubicon without coughing up a hairball. Also, don't bring up hairline albino Yakub.
be sentenced for.
Yeah, go pretend to smoke a cigarette with your friends.
DeepFake Mr. Beast phone scam. About a year ago in October of 2023, an extremely popular YouTuber who, if you haven't watched any of his videos, I'm sure you've at least heard the name, tweeted about an AI deepfake of him going around. In this video, which seems to be screen recorded off of TikTok, the scammer uses Mr. Beast's AI clone to announce, quote, the world's largest...
Wait, have I got to review more Darkwood footage? Didn't I give these? Now, you might notice by taking the music...
Pyro, genuine question. With the
Musician path
Darkwood
or
video
the
being so long, are you
Now, you might
concerned that
notice by
since your
taking the
fan base is
musician
a
path
collective
or the
age of
quote-unquote
12,
good boy
that
path
most
in the
people
game,
will skip
you
it due to
actively
the
make the game harder
degradation
for
of
you.
attention spans?
What?
You're for cynical.
What'd you say? Alright, there's more footage I got to review, but I'm going to do it after stream. Thank you, Scrub, for the 10. Thank you, Sin, for the 10. Most people will skip the video. Nah, most people will just have it on in the background, I think.
iPhone 15 giveaway.
If you're watching this video, you're one of the 10,000 lucky people who'll get an iPhone 15 Pro for just $2. I'm Mr. Beast.
That doesn't even sound like him. No, he doesn't have TikTok accent.
He's AI.
He sounds like a normal person there.
A clone to an
You know what's funny? You clone Mr. Beast's voice and he just sounds normal. The TikTok accent's gone.
quote, the world's largest iPhone 15 giveaway.
If you're watching this video, you're one of the 10,000 lucky people who'll get an iPhone 15 Pro for...
No, if that was real Mr. Beast, he'd be like, I'm giving away 10,000 iPhones. You'll get an iPhone 15 for just $2. There's this guy I always use as reference. I don't mean to hate him. He's called like Noah. He's called like Noah J or something. He does like TikTok news and stuff like that. And this guy, I've referenced him before. He does have like terminal TikTok accent. He's got Mr. Beast accent. It's Mr. Beast accent. So listen to this for a voice.
This is the first time we're seeing what happened to the Ocean Gate submarine that imploded last.
Wait, what could I...
This innocent man is going to be ended on September 24th if we don't do anything. Now this might...
Hi, Pookie
You're
Wookie
being
Bear.
played-
Are you gonna play Fear and Hunger today? I started playing it because of you, and I suck at it, but I'm having fun.
Thank you, Pokey, for the 10.
You're being played...
I don't think I'll have time for Fear and Hunger today, but I'm going to do an all-day stream tomorrow.
You're being played by this TikToker. He did not interview Smart Schoolboy 9. So this TikToker named Ezekiel the First is getting a lot of attention right now because he claims that he has interviewed Smart Schoolboy 9. Now Ezekiel has set a date for this interview to...
Why, whenever they speak, they end it with a question. Like, whenever TikTok accent people speak, they always like, they raise the inflection towards the end, like they're asking a question to keep engagement up.
Drop, but very conveniently for Ezekiel, whenever that date arrives, he changes it to a different date and gives an excuse for why the interview can't drop. Now, the reason Ezekiel's lying about this interview is because it has blown his page up completely. He's had recent live streams with nearly 50,000 people.
Oh my
in them,
fucking god,
all
stop
because they're
yapping and
expecting
play the
this
video.
interview to drop.
If you ate as much as you talked, you'd look like one of your commissions.
Yeah, alright, fair enough, mate. You win.
For just $2. I'm Mr. Beast, and I'm doing the world's largest iPhone 15 giveaway. Click the link below to claim yours now.
His eyes aren't wide enough. He doesn't look scary enough.
15 Pro for just $2. I'm Mr. Beast, and I'm doing the world's...
I'm giving away 10,000 iPhone 15s.
Hello, little boy named Timmy. My name is Mr. Beast. I am not Sandeep from glorious India. You get big euro dollars in my competition if you send picture of mommy feet. Please, little Timmy, will give iPhone 23 and an Xbox for 180.
Thank you, Michael Soft Tech Support for the 10. Dude, that TTS you used, the trickster voice, that sounds like... That's what I imagine my headcanon voice would be for Pocket Cat in Fear and Hunger. That's crazy.
Largest iPhone 15 giveaway. Click the link below to claim yours now.
I have Crohn's disease.
Word eventually got back to Mr. Beast, leading him to tweet the following. Lots
Right, even he caught it.
of people are getting this deepfake scam out of me. Are social media platforms ready to handle the rise of AI deepfakes? This is a serious problem. When opening the link, NBC wrote that at the top of the page there would be a counter that would show the dwindling.
To be fair, no one would fall for that, but also at the same time, it's the internet, so people would fall for that.
Numbers
So I totally understand why I'd need to call that out.
as I guess people were receiving their iPhones, obviously just to make people believe that it's really happening and, oh, I gotta rush to put in my credit card details. The page also would ask people if they're at least 18 years or older, and they also
Could you imagine? It's like, he's not happy enough. He's not enthusiastic enough. This might be a deepfake.
displayed several satisfied customers that were holding up their iPhones.
The video. Oink, 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 oink.
Thank you for the 10. Pyro's a pig.
As if they actually won. Now,
Wait a minute. Why are you calling me that? Like, I said the video's out in 3 days.
sadly, I don't have a screenshot of what this website used to look like, but I wouldn't be surprised if those images of the people holding the phones were also AI generated. That's it for this one. Let's head on to the next one. Explicit AI images of Taylor Swift and more. It's not often that Democrats and Republicans support a bill and seem to be in a rush to make it a law. This, however, is something that was witnessed earlier this year when AI-generated images of Taylor Swift began going viral across the entire internet. Someone generated and shared the pornographic AI images on Twitter, which caused so much havoc that Twitter had to block any searches related to Taylor Swift for a while. The images, which also caught the attention of the White House, showed Taylor Swift and
You know what's crazy about Taylor Swift? What's her age? She's 34. Damn, she looks good for her age, though. Damn. Dude, why do I smell blood? Dude, I smell blood. What the fuck? Is that normal? The Swifties curse? I can smell blood. I mean, I went like... That's weird. I think I've had too much Coke Zero. I think the cancer's coming. I went on a run earlier, and when you, like... I went on a run earlier. I did a 10K, and it's the first run I've done in, like, weeks. And usually, like, if you push yourself really hard, I think your areola or whatever it is, like, you get bleeding in your lungs, but it's not, like, serious. But sometimes you can taste, like, iron. Because blood. But that was, like, 6 hours ago. Like, why would I taste it now? It's probably nothing. It's probably nothing. Brain hemorrhage. Probably from reading chat. What's your 10K time? I don't remember. I think it was, like, 40 minutes or something. Is that nothing great? I think it's 47 minutes, I think. Damn, she's worth 1.3 billion. Okay, so I've got 7 years. I got 7 years to make 1.3 billion. I've got time. I've got time.
A series of sexual acts in the stadium while dressed in Kansas City Chiefs member.
Iron in the lungs. Say that again.
Pyro's favorite train gag song is Helium by Echo 2K. If you don't believe me, look up the lyrics right now. Much love, less than 3.
No, that is actually a goated song. What are the lyrics again? Deflation sound. Pull the needle out of my skin. Helium. Who thought I'd sink like this? Inflation. Dude, okay, the song's actually good though. Why are you gonna be a prick about it? The song is actually good. The song is actually good. It's a good song. Just because he says inflation in it? Wait, will this get me claimed? Oh, never mind. I don't think I can play it.
Deflation sound.
Was that an inflation sound?
Deflation.
My artist. I'm so happy I got Echo 2K in the Darkwood video, man.
Obviously, I'm not showing that on the screen. It's all blurred. Plus, I don't want the Swifties on my ass. And given this was ahead of an NFL playoff game, they went super viral on Twitter, Reddit, Facebook, and Instagram. The New York Times even reported that one image was viewed over 47 million times on Twitter before the account behind it got suspended. Nothing much was known
20 tabs, Timmy. There's like 3 tabs open.
Though about who made the images, but it was reported that they were likely made using Microsoft Designer and shared first on Telegram. Imagine how the person that made these images feels knowing that they got away with it. They're just somewhere out there knowing that those images of Taylor Swift trended all across the internet. If you guys weren't there, I don't know how you could have avoided that news, but anyway, let's continue with the story. Microsoft later gave a statement that they had gone ahead and fixed the loophole that made such images possible in Designer. Now, like I mentioned, this specific incident sparked a bipartisan conversation about the need for laws protecting victims of deepfake pornography, and so eventually it led to the introduction of the Disrupt Explicit Forged Images and Non-Consensual Edits Act, aka the Defiance Act. The bill got passed by the Senate recently in July and is awaiting House approval. Interestingly, if it becomes law, it will allow victims to sue the creators of non-consensual porn deepfakes for up to $150,000 or even $250,000 if the images lead to, quote, actual or attempted SA, stalking, or harassment. This is what was deemed as befitting punishment, with Rep. Alexandra Ocasio-Cortez, who introduced it to the Senate, arguing it was
the Among Us woman. She played Among Us with Corpse Husband.
necessary given that 96% of all deepfake images floating around the internet are non-consensual pornography. Now, regarding Taylor Swift.
I remember that whole situation with Ludwig's mate, Atriarch, where he had like deepfake stuff that he said he was like researching. I mean, I don't watch Atriarch. I don't interact with him at all. He seems like a pretty nice guy. He seemed genuinely apologetic for what he did. But yeah, that was bad. I remember like Cutie, Cinderella, and all the female streamers were just like going off on him. Like, that was
Swift's.
It was weird. I mean, yeah, it was weird. Definitely.
Case.
But I don't think he was like evil or anything. I just think he did like a major fuck up, really. He said he was researching. Yeah, I think that was a bit of a cope. You know.
It was said that she considered
fake tears. I mean, it was terrible for him. I remember like his wife or whoever she was like just crying in the background when he was streaming. It was... He's doing fine now, though. He's just a bit of a gooner. It's okay. No, he doesn't seem like a bad person at all. But his career is like back on track. I remember he did a follow-up video where he also set up... I'm not sure the details, but he basically raised or gave away a lot of his own money. No, he gave away a lot of his own money to basically helping remove AI images online of like real life people. Like, you know, kind of like overcompensating a bit to make up for what he did, which I think is pretty based, you know. If that helps with his conscience and stuff and he's making the internet like a better place, then yeah, I respect it.
Pressing charges, but no updates were given on that. Her fans, also known as the Swift.
How'd you recover from that? I'm sure friend dynamics and stuff behind the scenes changed. It was probably more just like, I probably can't speak to... I remember Cutie in a podcast said that she doesn't speak to Atriarch anymore, despite Atriarch being like best friends with Ludwig. Or they were very close. But yeah, it's always the kind of social circles and stuff in the streaming sphere. But he's still doing alright, you know. Still got his streaming and his videos and stuff. I mean, let me check his channel. Oh, he's doing fine. Yeah, he's doing fine. Yeah, complete and total recovery. But again, he shouldn't have had his career ended over that. You know, he apologized and stuff. It was a fuck up. He then, you know, tried to clean up more of the internet than was his responsibility, so...
Swifties, family, and friends were furious, though, and took action to protect her, even trending the hashtag Protect Taylor Swift. That, however, wasn't the last time Taylor...
Does Cutie speak to you? No. I'm not involved in that scene of the internet.
Taylor Swift would be the victim of deepfakes. Barely a month ago, Donald Trump posted fake images suggesting that...
I think I've reached that point as a YouTuber where like everyone knows that I exist, but I don't actively participate in those circles. I'm kind of just happy with my small little group of friends in the Shire, in Hobbiton.
That Swift and her fans are backing him up in the upcoming elections.
Like, I'll speak to loads of YouTubers. Like, I've spoke to this guy before, Tuv. Like, he's really nice when I spoke to him. You know.
Images show different things, but the message is sort of the same. There's, for instance, the Uncle Sam character captioned, "Taylor wants you to vote for Donald Trump." There's also a girl in a red shirt written "Swifties for Trump," and the one suggesting that Swifties turn to Trump.
Where's the slop video? It's literally being exported right now.
Following Taylor's concert cancellation in
Swifties for Trump. How is anyone believing? Wait, did Trump actually? Oh, that's Truth Social though, isn't it? That's his cope app.
Vienna. The irony of the whole thing though is that Swift has publicly criticized Trump in the past in 2020. And the last time she endorsed a...
Yeah, you would never want to go against Taylor Swift. You are going against every 12-year-old white girl in America. Like, it's over for you.
Political party was also in 2020, and that was for the Democratic Party. That said, Trump hasn't been shy in sharing AI generated...
Why is it like the CCP? What?
Images on his Twitter account, as he even shared one where Kamala Harris is addressing a communist rally at the Democratic National Convention in Chicago. I keep seeing Elon and Trump on Twitter posting so many...
Daisy is nothing in comparison to the messed up shit that Vosh accidentally shown on his PC. Man, that dude loves anything equestrian.
What's equestrian? Is that a horse? Thank you, Anna, for the 10. I never spoke to Vorsh. I think at one point I commissioned like fast art and I liked it on my Twitter, and then he replied to it saying "Let them know, King" or something. I mean, I've never had a bad interaction with the guy. Thank you, Railing, for the 24 months. It's been 2 years. I'm so horrified. How is it? Yeah, 2 years, man. Thank you so much. Damn.
Many AI generated images. I actually had to go out of my way to mute them because I just kept seeing so, like, I guess borderline just disinformation with these AI images. It's so annoying that this is even a problem, but it's even more so annoying that these are just powerful figures using AI. Anyway, going back.
I think it's so sad to imagine someone working for Trump or Carmella and they just like type in this AI prompt and they'll be like, here you go, sir, post this.
To Taylor Swift. She could absolutely sue Trump over the images, but then in an interview, Trump said he isn't worried about that because the images, quote, were all made up by other people. And we are yet to see how that turns
out. Oh yeah, true. They would have stole it, eh? They would have actually stole it. They wouldn't have even done the prompt themselves.
Middle schoolers create explicit images of classmates. A really disturbing thing about non-consensual deepfake technology is that anyone could get access to them. Anyone. Your little 11-year-old
Carmilla. That's how you say her name, Carmilla.
Cousin could get access to this technology. So is it really that surprising that middle school boys were using this to mess with their classmates and the teachers? That's what happened in this case where two teenagers from Florida, boys aged 13 and 14, used AI to create explicit images of other students, both male and female, aged between 12 and 13. This happened last year at Pinecrest Cove Academy.
Dude, that's generating CP, right? Surely, like that has to be, even if it's fake. Like
in Miami, where the two boys ended up getting arrested in December of 2023. It actually worked well for the victims that Florida had already passed a law in 2022 that criminalized the sharing of any non-consensual, altered sexual depiction of a person. And the case was in fact Florida's and the US's first arrest and charging of individuals involved in sharing AI-generated nudes. Imagine holding that title. Not only were you 13 and 14 years old, but you guys were the first people to be charged with AI nudes.
Why are you making AI art of classmates when you're 13? What?
Now, the reason I'm saying it worked well for the victims is because elsewhere, such cases have not led to any arrests despite police reports being filed. This is also despite the cases being in the public domain. We're talking of cases like the Issaquah High School, Washington incident, where kids use nudify apps to undress other students and the staff. Another case where in Westfield High School in New Jersey, male students took photos from female students from their summer activities and turned them explicit. And there's even another case in Beverly Vista Middle School.
It's just hyperactive kids, literally every school. Yeah, they were hyperactive, generating images of other students.
California, where the same thing happened, undressing of female students using AI. Now, going back to the Florida incident, and honestly considering all the other incidents, the underlying consequence was...
What time does Darkwood release? We're probably going to try and do it at like 8 PM or something like BST. Please do a mention on video about Jakob. Of course you're here. You know, it's already been spread to the splinters if you're here talking about it. I didn't even know it was a thing. I just thought it was like a Seth bit or something. The law
has been that female students ended up not feeling safe in their schools. A mother of one of the victims in Florida, for instance, emphasized how she not only felt violated as a parent, but that her daughter and others wouldn't feel comfortable walking in the same hallways with the boys who were responsible for such behavior. Anyway, initially the boys responsible were suspended for 10 days, but following more outrage, they actually
the people need to know their creator
got arrested. There aren't many details on the case because it involves minors, so not highly publicized, but it's safe to assume they face some sort of consequence. The charges they face fell under the 3rd-degree felony, which has the maximum penalty of 5 years in prison and a $5,000 fine. The lawyer who represented the victims, Stephanie Myron, however, also insisted that fake nude images of minors carry the same weight as possession of CP. Now, while these cases of deepfake explicit images in US schools are sad,
I mean, if you're making AI art of people that are underage, like, that still qualifies as CP, like it has to, right?
What has been
just because you weren't there like taking a picture doesn't mean like the implications of what you made still aren't there.
Going on in South Korea is far more disgusting. It turns out that the perpetrators over there went as far as creating Telegram channels for distributing these fake images organized by region and school. Yes, they categorized the victims by region and school, and not just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 schools.
Dude, they had an actual network. You what?
Nope, an entire list of 477 schools nationwide, elementary, middle, and high schools. They're creating deepfake images of these
normal, completely normal South Korean behavior.
Kids and
Telegram needs to go. Yeah, the only people I know that use Telegram are Russians and furries. Like, that's it.
Sorting them out by school, like if it's a game or something. But yeah, it's pretty disgusting stuff overall. Let's head on to the next case. Fake drugs by deepfake scientists. Erectile dysfunction.
Thank you, Brandino, for the month.
Do you have it? I didn't need to ask that. Let's get on with the topic. Ads for erectile dysfunction solutions are nothing new on the internet. They've been around since forever. However, when you combine them with deepfakes, you get a whole new level of deception. Fraudsters are now using publicly available images of scientists to generate more believable social media ads that promote their erectile dysfunction solutions. One such case was reported in South Africa, where Kamatso Mathabi, a practicing urologist and academician, was alerted to an image of her.
I swear this has been used for ages though. Like, not even, this has been going on for like 10 years. You know, like when you go on like news websites like the Daily Mail or whatever, and you scroll at the bottom and it'll be like, this food is the cure for cancer, and it'll be like a photoshopped grapefruit or something. Or like, this old person just saved £3 billion in the last week. Here's how you can do it. And it's a picture of like an AI generated old person.
I implore you to check out the Centaura video from Ratskewer. It is very good and pretty short. Also, Gon_Fishing is really cool for some for slop to make videos about.
Thank you, Annan, for the 10. What's Gone Fishing?
Her promoting a fake drug.
You have to use Telegram for work? What do you work at? What's your job?
This of course caught her by surprise because she had never been involved in any sort of promotions in the first place. And to make it worse, the videos were realistic enough that even her family and friends kept asking her,
do not watch Gone Fishing? Yeah, I don't know what that is.
Why they saw her face each time they went on Facebook. Now,
lose 97% of belly fat. Ah, that's right. Yeah, it's always a really specific number for some reason. Like, lose 99.385% body fat.
Initially, she assumed that someone was just using her image to sell fake drugs, something apparently common in South.
I use Telegram to sell weed. It's a great app. Melbourne Pimp 69. Name checks out. Name checks out, or year 12.
Africa. However, when she dug further, she realized it was worse than that. Someone was phishing. When a person clicked on the ad, it would be redirected to a website where they'd be asked to enter their banking information. And those who did ended up having money siphoned out of their accounts many times over and never received.
Why would you do that though? Why would you do that?
The advertised medication. And if that wasn't enough,
why would you click on a link and then, like, are you that desperate to get it up, man? Like, come on.
She began receiving phone calls of people accusing her of stealing their money. The whole thing sparked a conversation on the way AI deepfakes are being used in ways that tarnish the credibility of scientists in different fields. There's actually a very similar story from India where deepfake videos of this.
Why was that not censored? Why was that not censored? Why was that not censored? Does it appear again? Okay, no, it's gone.
Jonathan Mohan, a well-known and respected voice on matters of diabetes, have been used to sell fake drugs online. Elon Musk deepfakes.
Love, how'd you get that? Is this video not age-gated? God damn. Dude, the YouTube rep like fell asleep at the desk on that one.
Elon Musk has a lot going on already, but in an equal measure, there's this other.
I'm not ending stream over that one. I'm not ending stream over that one. No, that wasn't. That was a scientific diagram. There's a difference. That was a scientific diagram. It's educational.
Side of him that's surrounded by sort of weird controversies. He recently made headlines, for example, because as of being trolled by his inventions, Grok AI to be specific, a deepfake video of him committing armed robbery went viral and made headlines globally. Of course, during the debate.
Oh, come on. How do people believe that?
On the boundaries of generative AI models. The video,
to be fair, I could show that to my nan and she'd probably believe it.
In the style of CCTV footage, has him wielding a gun in a store, holding an employee at gunpoint, then setting the store on fire using what looks like a flamethrower, before finally getting arrested and escorted away in handcuffs. Like I already mentioned, the video was kind of trolling Elon's Grok AI, an AI tool under his company XAI. This was because of his decision not to yield to quote woke censorship standards observed by the likes of OpenAI's ChatGPT. The Twitter account behind that video, the Door Brothers, called it having some fun. And in the entire 1-minute clip that they generated, they included other political figures.
Wait, can you generate anything just from prompts on Grok? Can you generate like furry art? Can you actually do that?
1-minute clip that they generated,
I'm asking for a friend, not me.
Included other political figures like Kamala Harris, Donald Trump.
Why is Donald Trump holding... Why is he wearing... This is like a scene from Breaking Bad or something.
Barack Obama, President Biden, and Putin.
Okay, what was Biden?
Other political figures like Kamala Harris, Donald Trump, Barack Obama.
Obama? What are you doing, Obama?
President Biden.
Biden? Dude, look at dude. If Biden stands up next to that Indian guy, he's like 7'5". He's nearly the same head height in the wheelchair.
And Putin. Now, there's a whole debate about the boundaries of such AI videos, and as to the extent that it should be illegal to generate them. That's something lawmakers are...
They gave him a wheelchair. Yeah, guaranteed. Guaranteed, Elon is that rent-free that they programmed it, so the bot just generates him in a wheelchair.
Still figuring out. What's for sure criminal is creating these deepfakes and using them in ways that leave a trail of real...
I remember seeing those. You had like the Tom Cruise deepfakes that you'd see. They're always a little bit off, especially when they look to like the side and stuff.
Victims. There is, for instance, a case dating back to July 2023 where a South Korean woman lost $50,000 to a scammer that was impersonating Elon Musk on Instagram. Now, how do these people fall for that? Look, that's not what we're talking
Boomers. Boomers. The answer is very simple. Boomers.
About today. We're talking about the fact that they did fall for it. The woman, referred to only by the pseudonym Zhang Jaisen, was convinced she met Elon on Instagram after he messaged her and claimed that he did so to random followers all the time. Fake Elon then sent her his ID and photo at work. Both obviously AI generated. The article didn't provide the images, which I wish we could have seen this.
Yeah, I wish I saw that as well. Just like a blurry face.
Realistic looking ID photo. He did this to prove his identity, and soon after, he professed his love to her via a deep fake video. Again, I wish we had access to this. I wish we had access to this. That's what got her to believe she was dealing with the real Elon Musk, and unfortunately...
Could you imagine Elon video where he's pronouncing his love? Just looks at the camera, he's like, I love you very, very much. More than the share prices in Tesla.
That trust led her to send the scammer $50,000. Fake Elon apparently told her to send the cash to a Korean bank account owned by one of his employees. As funny as it is, it's still a sad situation that this person was...
Thank you, Henrique, for the... Oh wait, use poor currency, that's $8. Will you cover the Bo Black's drama? Thanks to the weekly advertising on Bioshock and Breaking Bad. Bo Black's drama? I don't care, bro. I don't give a fuck. But weekly advertising on Bioshock and Breaking Bad references. You bought the Bioshock collection? Yeah, play through Bioshock 2. You'll enjoy that a lot more. Yeah, I didn't look into the Bo Black stuff, and I just don't give a shit. I really don't.
Was used, and $50,000 is a crazy amount.
Something, let me speak. Like that's it.
Money. But the thing is, this isn't the only person that has been scammed by using Elon's likeness. There's another example from a few years back where a fishy trading company, Quantum AI, was tricking people into investing in AI-powered trading of stocks, forex, etc., using fake endorsements by Elon. They made a whole speech of him talking of his magical quantum computing software that could win stock trades at a rate of 91%. There was apparently even an ad for the same in Australia.
Do you remember those like YouTube channels that get hijacked as well from like Elon channels? Well, it wasn't him officially, but you know.
Promising returns of $5,700 a day to Australians. The catch? Well, a minimum investment of $400. The ads also ran in the UK, with an investigation by the Bureau of Investigative Journalism uncovering about 321 such ads by Quantum AI running on social media with a combined 1.2 million views. They estimated the scammers spent between $19,000 and $41,000 on those ads alone. And of course, there were real victims too, as the investigation found that a woman lost her entire life savings. You know what?
Are you calling the guy ESL because he uses a different currency? What's the currency he used? It's R dollar. What is that? Is that like Romanian pesos or something?
Again, we're not going to make fun of these people. We're just going to talk about them. While another person only lost a couple hundred. And probably even more crazy is that the scam might still...
He used Robux. It actually is the R on the dollar as well. He could have actually paid in Robux. He paid in Robux.
Going because as I researched this,
it's kind of genius how cooked it is, right? Like he basically, it converted for me on Stream Elements. He gave $8, and someone that gave £10 sterling, which is like $13, their message would appear less than for how much that guy gave.
The first search result from Googling Quantum AI Elon Musk is a website, Elon Musk Trading, that is branded as Quantum AI with arguably quite dodgy content.
4.87 stars. Where are you getting this information from? What's my website? Let's give it a... I can't give it a 5. That's too sussy. Let's give it a 4.7.
content.
Source my ass.
Biden's fake robocalls in New Hampshire. One of the major concerns.
Okay, fake robocalls. This could actually be Joe Biden. Someone left it with the iPhone. They didn't take it away from him.
Concerns when it comes to deepfakes is how will they impact the presidential election?
I'm gooning. No, I'm trying to get a slop video sorted out because it's going to be out in like 20 minutes.
I mean, as it stands, 45 of the 50 states have got some sort of legislation going on about the use of deepfakes in elections, with the hope that the use of AI-generated images, audio, or video will be prevented from misleading voters and swaying the outcomes. Now, these legislations are for a very good reason, because just earlier this year, there was a very bizarre case where a fake robocall was being used to discourage Democrats from New Hampshire from voting in the state's presidential primary elections. And just a little context here, usually what happens is that a party holds primaries, gets the preferred candidate supported by delegates, who then runs in the general elections against the other party's candidates. All that to mean voters who are participating in their party's primaries in any state is very important.
What a bunch of malarkey. We know the value of voting Democratic when our votes count. It's important that you save your vote for the November election. We'll need your help in electing Democrats up and down the ticket. Voting this Tuesday only enables the Republicans in their quest to elect Donald Trump.
The worst thing is he sounds so sleepy normally that like this actually just sounds like him. Like he might have actually recorded this genuinely and people thought it was AI.
Trump again. Your vote makes a difference in November, not this Tuesday. If you would like to be removed from future calls, please press 2 now.
In New Hampshire, though, the Democratic National Committee and the state had a falling out this year over the calendar for the primaries, causing President Joe Biden.
New Hampshire, isn't that like... That's like A24 state, right? Like just nothing happens. That's a really, like, that's a very, yeah, that's like actually nothing happens. What's the population? Wow, is that it? Wow. That's not a lot of people for a state. Damn. That looks really nice though, man. Isn't that from Beetlejuice? Is that the same bridge from Beetlejuice? Vermont.
Biden's name to miss from the election material, so to make sure voters weren't derailed and the party still got Biden.
New Hampshire's fun. It looks nice. Good weed. Classic furry response, of course, the weed.
Kathy Sullivan, the treasurer of a political committee, encouraged voters to write Biden's name directly on the election material. You can therefore probably see why a robocall purporting to be 1 from Biden, 2 suggesting to have been sent out by Sullivan, and 3 telling voters that it wasn't at all important to participate in the primaries would be a bizarre thing. The call recording actually went as...
Dude, the fact that Biden is so old, they could have actually just lied and been like, no, that was him. That was him. Just got off the phone with him. He was sleepy.
Far as to tell voters that their votes in the primary wouldn't make a difference and that they should just wait for the November elections. It even claimed that their participation only helped Republicans in their quest to get Trump back into the White House. That was so...
Please don't do any loud donos. I'm going to fall asleep to the stream. People fall asleep to streams?
So odd that Sullivan herself couldn't believe the extent of attempted voter suppression. Now, given the sensitivity of the matter, the New Hampshire Attorney General's office got involved, and soon enough, they determined the audio was AI generated. It also came out in reports that
they determined Like, they couldn't even ask Joe because he was just too sleepy.
Audio had been made via 11 Labs AI voice cloning software, and that the account involved had gotten banned soon after. Then, close to a month later, the Federal Communications Commission ruled that AI robocalls were illegal, classifying them as artificial under a 1991 federal law against junk calls. This means the FCC could prosecute anyone caught imitating politicians, celebrities, or any other person really. And it also means states now get more room to make similar prosecutions at state level, probably why, again, 45 of the 50 states currently have their anti-deepfake legislation going on. Now, going back to that fake Biden.
That's crazy how that, like, 10 years ago was not even a concept as well.
Robocall. Later investigations found out it was all the work by a man of the name Stephen Kramer, a 55-year-old political consultant who apparently specializes in get out the vote projects. Kramer admitted to making the recording.
$6 million fine for trolling. $6 million for something that Joe Biden probably would have accidentally done himself.
But insisted
Idiot.
His intentions were to simply highlight the dangers of AI.
Okay. Why do they always use this excuse? They always use this excuse every single time. It's always like, oh no, I was only doing it to be able to show how bad things could have been.
Election manipulation. Sure thing, buddy. We all believe you on that one. The FCC would hear none of that though, and recommended he get fined $6.
It's the Saw guy. Yeah, I thought the name was familiar. John Kramer. That's what happened when they caught Jigsaw, by the way. He just said, oh, no, I killed all those people in those games because, like, that could actually happen, right? No, but Jigsaw, they're dead. No, but it could have happened and it could have been worse. But, like, I'm showing you how bad it could have been so you could have put a stop to it. Despite, like, everyone that contests in the Saw games dies.
$1 million, and Lingo Telecom, the firm that distributed the calls, be fined $2 million.
I like how I called it the Saw games, but it literally is just like traps where you die.
$2 million. In court, Kramer pled not guilty to the 26 charges he faced, 13 felony and 13 misdemeanor. He was released on a $10,000 bail. His case is still ongoing, but looks like he's unfazed by possible jail time. Part of his crime, voter suppression, carries a jail term of between 3.5 and 7 years. Slovakian election deepfakes. One of the major pieces of news that spread around in the month of August was the arrest of 39-year-old Pavel Durov, the founder and CEO of Telegram. It's alleged that this guy had been invited to Paris by a top government official, only for the government to turn around and arrest him. Why? Well, his social app Telegram has always maintained
Telegram mentioned.
an encryption standard that prevents authorities.
Kamala Harris, my favorite presidential candidate. That's how you say her name, bro. It's how you say her name.
Kamala Harris.
Kamala Harris.
Kamala Harris.
Kamala Harris.
Kamala Harris.
I'm not saying come in me Harris. I'm not saying that. That sucks. Americans have like the most stupid accents, man.
From cracking down on any suspicious users and activities within the platform. The Western governments have particularly been unhappy with Telegram's opaque nature, and Durov himself has at one point claimed that US law enforcement agencies such as the FBI have tried to get a backdoor to the app, even allegedly trying to bribe its developers on their visits to the US. Anyway, having failed to cooperate with authorities, the next best thing for the authorities was to charge him as being complicit in crimes that happened within the app. That's why he's facing 12 charges, including...
Here's some pesos. That was $2. You gave me $2 worth of pesos. I guess your economy is going to flatline overnight now. Pay your artists with that, so we can strengthen our economy using Fat Furry as economic agents. Thank you for the kind gesture, man. I appreciate it. Thank you, Theron.
One for complicity in selling CP. Now, the reason I'm bringing up Telegram here is because at the start of 2023...
Yeah, doesn't Telegram, like, again... I'm a degen, right? But even I don't use Telegram. The only thing I know about it is like furries use it a lot, and you've got messages that self-detonate or whatever. They delete themselves. I don't believe that for a second, though. I don't believe if a message gets wiped off Telegram, it's gone. I don't believe that. Everything gets saved. It's always backed up somewhere.
In Slovakia, Europe, Telegram...
Nocturnals is that? What is that?
Became the breeding ground for 2 deepfake recordings that ended up actually disrupting their elections. According to a report by CNN, barely 2 days before the elections, the deepfake audios of Mikhail
It deletes messages every 48 hours. I mean, like, so can WhatsApp and stuff if you get the settings set up right, but, like, it could still be accessed by police and stuff.
Mecca, one of the top candidates, spread around from Telegram to other social platforms, with his voice being heard talking about how he'd rigged the election and, equally damning to his image, about how he was planning to raise the price of beer. Also, the situation was probably worse in...
Not my beer! Not my beer.
By the lack of a quick response from social media platforms in removing the deepfakes. Facebook was actually blamed for letting the copies of
Oh, Nocturnal's that Telltale game? Oh yeah, I saw Queso play it.
for far too long. Interestingly, TikTok was praised for managing to take down all the copies of the recording. Anyway, with the slow action by some of the social media companies, the end results were that the candidate's voter block got swayed. It was unclear, however, how many exact voters jumped ship. What was certain though, according to information from Daniel Milo, an employee from Slovakia's Ministry of Interior's unit to counter disinformation, is that the two recordings were made with AI and had some of their first origins and posts from pro-Russian politicians. That fact actually gave the whole thing a new twist because it became a suspicion that there could have been some influence from Russia in the sabotage of Mikhail Semeka. And for context, Semeka was the pro-NATO candidate at the time, meaning his interests aligned with those of Western governments like the US and UK. His opponent though, who ended up winning, was more aligned with Moscow and had close ties to the Russian president Vladimir Putin. Erupt's $25 million deepfake fraud. One of the most mind-bending deepfake crimes to happen earlier this year was actually in Hong Kong, where an employee of UK engineering group Erupt's Hong Kong branch,
My brain is so cooked. I thought that said air up.
transferred $25 million to fraudsters believing his senior manager had instructed him to do so. Now, before I describe what happened, you should first know that Erupt is a massive company. They've been around for more than 78 years and have about 34 offices globally with around 18,000 employees. They also earn annual revenues of about $2.64 billion. They're also well known for some of their iconic projects, including the Sydney Opera House and the Etihad Stadium in Manchester. So, a big company that is arguably an easy target for fraudsters.
Wait, they went to Manchester and they came out alive? What the hell?
And I'm saying that justified by the fact that we've seen firms like Facebook and Google get swindled out of millions by fraudsters via fake invoices. That's just because as big as these companies are, it still gets pretty difficult to track every single payment, which is why some scammers actually end up succeeding when they try scamming these huge corporations. Anyway, what happened in Erupt is that in mid-January, an employee in the finance department in Hong Kong received the message from what appeared to be the firm's UK chief financial officer. The officer was apparently requesting for a confidential transaction to be carried out. The employee apparently had a moment of doubt, but that soon got cleared after they received an invitation to a group conference call that included the company's CFO, other staff, and some outsiders. Unknown to the employee, the people they were seeing on the conference call were not real. They were deepfakes. The fraudsters had—
You know what's another crazy thing about this video? It's not relevant to what he's saying. I mean, it is kind of. This B-roll he's using here to communicate what he's talking about, that they had a meeting. Stuff like this won't even exist in like 5 years. Like, people won't be using stock footage. They'll just be generating their own because it'll look so convincing. They're just going to use B-roll of like non-existent people.
This call that included the company's CFO.
Like, you know how many like commentary channels and stuff use like a bunch of B-roll and stuff like that? I feel like that's going to be the way forward that so many people are going to use.
Other staff, and some outsiders. Unknown to the employee, the people they were seeing on the conference call were not real.
You don't have to pay. Yeah, it's like voice actors and stuff. Like, just use AI voice.
They were deepfakes. The fraudsters had used publicly available audio and video.
Thank you, Mally, for the 5. The wolf howls, but the hawk tours.
Footage to
shut up.
Digitally recreate.
Deepfake B-roll is extremely good. Yeah, it does seem it.
The meeting's participants and then read from a script. In the meeting,
like this is B-roll. This is B-roll. This isn't AI, but like this will be like AI B-roll very soon.
They asked the employee to do a self-introduction, but somehow never engaged them much. Actually, the employee said the meeting turned out to just be orders being given before it ended abruptly. Now, as of doubling down on their strategy, they continued engaging the employee using instant messaging, emails, and video calls. This went on for an entire week before the employee finally directly contacted the UK headquarters to make an inquiry. Unfortunately, by the time they were doing so, they had already facilitated 15 transfers to various Hong Kong bank accounts totaling $25 million. An investigation was immediately set up and is ongoing, but as it stands, it's not clear if there are even possible suspects in the case. What we do know for sure though is the company confirmed that indeed deepfake technology was used in the fraud, and that though they suffered financial loss, their overall financial stability and business operations didn't suffer. Their statement also said that their internal systems were not compromised. They maintained that everything was all good, although a few weeks after, the company's East Asia chair, Andy Lee, stepped down, claiming he decided to embark on a new opportunity. It wasn't, however, clear.
You get Reddit silver for that one.
If his departure was due to the fraud case or some other related reason. Now, I've already mentioned that this case is yet to be solved.
Dude, we're gonna have like AI cyber heists or something in the next 5 years.
But it might already have some positive side to where it serves to other companies as an example of what not to do. In fact,
you know the meme of like hacking in Watch Dogs where someone just aimed their phone and did it? Like, I feel like that's becoming closer and closer to the actual norm.
Corrupt's chief information officer, Rob,
because no one has like paper money in that anymore, right? Like my dad does, my parents do, but it's all just kept in banks and stuff like that.
Grieg, was quoted saying, "I hope our experience can help raise awareness on the increasing..."
Like, surely there'll be a scam at some point where like someone pretends to be a bank manager and then they use that to get access or something. To like voice recognition.
Sophistication and evolving techniques of bad actors. Also, while reporting on the story, some publications share details that might be useful in fighting back against deepfakes. Fortune, for example, explained that in the event one suspects are on a call with a deepfake, you can ask them to turn around, which will most likely expose them, or to hold up an item such as a pencil.
Hey Pyro, can you speed yourself up in talk speed? You just caught up with the live stream, so it feels like you're speaking in slow motion. Thank you.
Thank you, Biden, for the 10. No, that's your brain, Biden. Your brain is going to sleep. Thank you, Neo, for the 24 months. Thank you, Pikachu, for joining.
Clone of CEO. We've just gone over the case of Arup and how they lost $25 million to fraudsters. This next one is simply a close shave, but in a different company. So what happened is that still this year, Mark Reed, the CEO of WPP, a massive global marketing and communications firm, got cloned, and the deepfake almost led to a successful loss of money and personal details. Apparently, the fraudsters started by creating a WhatsApp account and used an image of Reed that they downloaded from the internet. They then used that account to set up a Microsoft Teams meeting where the fake Reed and another cloned senior executive met an agency leader. They asked the leader to set up a new business, with the end goal being to solicit money and personal details throughout the whole process. The meeting fell through, and it's unclear if the fraudsters were ever caught. Now, I'm gonna bundle this one up with an incident from 2021 involving Ozzy.
After I edged that 10 to a 2 a 2 a 2 a 2 a 2 a 2 a 2 a 2 a 2 a 2 a 2 a 2 a 2 a 2 a 2 a 2 a 2 a.
I'm going to end stream after this video, and I'm going to go into my PayPal charges and find your actual name and post it online.
A media company, and Goldman Sachs, just because they fall under the corporate type of fraud. And what happened was actually really strange, because this time it wasn't outsiders that were trying to get in, but rather one corporation attempting to take advantage of another. It was reported that Ozzy, a media firm founded in 2013 by a man named Carlos Watson, had been just about to close a $40 million investment deal from Goldman Sachs, with one final meeting remaining before everything got sealed. Now, Ozzy had sort of misrepresented itself as having a great relationship with YouTube, as it already had millions of views on the platform. And to support that notion, and also as part of the due diligence process, a meeting was set up between Goldman Sachs asset managers, the Ozzy team, and a YouTube employee, Alex Piper, who was the head of the unscripted programming under YouTube Originals. A total of 4 people combined.
Oh my god, are they still doing YouTube Originals? I think they still are, right? Do you remember when it was called YouTube Red? Yeah, they still got it. What do we got? Oh wow, did it die off? I swear YouTube Originals was still going. Oh my god, bro. Okay, this almost is like nostalgia. Remember Liza on Demand? Oh, take me back. Take me back. Take me back. It was so easy. 6 years ago? 6 years ago? Oh my god, Monka old head. Monka old head. Where's my video? They hit it. They actually hit it. There we go. There we go. There we go. I did 3 videos on her. That's a little bit rent-free, I think. Dude, that's one I actually uploaded regularly on the main channel. That's a relic. Yeah. That was Attaway General as well. The only funny joke from Liza on Demand. Okay, I might watch this.
Pyro, I need advice. I have developed an extremely parasocial relationship with and OnlyFans creator, and I believe I am losing my mind. Pensive face. How do I kill the gooner in me?
Oh, just met your own OnlyFans.
I trained myself to go without sleep for 3 days. I watched all 8 seasons of Homeland in 1 weekend.
That wasn't funny.
This meeting began fine on Zoom, but Piper apparently said he was running late and had trouble connecting, so he made a suggestion that they do.
Funniest joke, and then someone just said Starmady. I'm mind broken by this chat today. I'm actually mind broken.
A conference call. They did that, and Piper went on to talk about how great Ozzy was, and even praise Watson, the CEO.
That was a joke. It was like a conversation, but it was just like Liza Koshy wasn't in it, so they said it was a joke.
On his leadership. But then the Goldman Sachs side quickly got suspicious when Piper's voice began sounding artificial, like it had been
Leafy reference. Everyone's just saying Starmady.
Digitally altered. Long story short, it turned out that wasn't Piper at all. And keep in mind, this was 2021. When Goldman Sachs reached out to YouTube, the real Piper said he had no idea about the meeting or even Ozzy's claims. Soon enough, the FBI got involved and it all went downhill from there. Watson, the Ozzy CEO, tried claiming that Samir had done so due to mental health issues, but it later became clear they were all in on it. In fact, in 2023, Watson himself got arrested and charged after a series of other fraudulent activities were revealed at Ozzy. One of those being that they faked a contract with Cable Network 1 for them to obtain.
You know what the scary thing is? These stories that Lav is talking about are nowhere near as engaging as the opening stories like Taylor Swift and Donald Trump and the Maryland school. But these are the ones that matter. Because these are the ones where, like, he doesn't have a lot to work with. He has to show news articles and stock images, and it's not as visually engaging. But the scary thing is, these are the ones that matter, because this is where the huge amounts of money are being scammed and stolen from people, like tens of millions. It's crazy. I'm not blaming him, by the way. I think he's done a very good job with this video. He's a very talented guy. It's more just like, again, like I said, he's only working with news. I mean, I've had to do the same thing. When I'm doing slop and you're only working on a news article, the video sucks. It sucks to make. Like, if there's no visuals to work with, it sucks.
Obtain a bank loan.
Thank you, Spoon, for joining.
Faster. The Securities Exchange Commission charged them with defrauding investors of about $50 million through such misrepresentations. Absolutely weird behavior. Face swap to obtain fraudulent.
That's because the ones with celebs attract the most attention. Yeah, I mean that's true. But I'm just making the point about like how these stories are way more important.
Bank loans. It's a known fact that U.S. bank accounts have been fighting credit card fraud for years. In fact, in 2023 alone, a total of $246 million was lost to such frauds across the country. Now, bad as it is in the U.S.
Dude, I hate credit card fraud so much. Whenever I call my bank, like. My cards get blocked like after every third purchase I make when I use it online. Because I buy a lot of things online, right? And then they'll block my card when I'm using it on PayPal. And then I have to call up my bank and explain. And then you know, they'll talk to you about crypto scams, how don't buy into a crypto scam. You're sending this money to PayPal. This looks dodgy. And it's like, no, it's not dodgy. I know who it is. It's commissions? No, it literally is commissions. Look, they keep blocking my card. Like, do you know how embarrassing it is to explain on the phone about that as well? Because they'll ask me what it's for, and it's like, imagine like a circle. Thank you, Spoon, for the gifted. But yeah, like, it's having to explain that over and over on the phone as well. And then you get put onto a new person every time as well, so they just like, they never remember to actually whitelist you, so you just keep getting your card locked and then having to call them again. Because in the UK, so many old people get scammed. So the banks are on like full lockdown with that stuff.
The methods of fraud would probably look outdated compared to what has been happening in Hong Kong lately. Between July and September 2022, for instance, it was revealed that a syndicate of 6 people, led by one mastermind, had been using stolen identity cards to open bank accounts and obtain loans. The 6, aged between 28 to 50, managed to open 54 bank accounts using 8 identities and made 90 loan applications to 20 banks. And although a majority of the applications were rejected, 4 of them went through and earned them about $25,650. Now, the way they would do it is by using deepfakes to trick the facial recognition system and hence get.
Dude, I just said this. I literally just said, like, tricking people by pretending to use their face earlier in the video. Oh my god.
The accounts and obtain loans. Also, besides the loan theft, they were also involved in phishing scams, having sent out over 7,200 messages from the 30 SIM cards they registered with the stolen identity cards. They did have a pretty awful success rate though, because the police only reported.
I need that payment to process. Can I have my drawing of fat dog woman? Yeah, alright, just... Shut up.
One successful phishing attempt where the victim handed over their credit card information and the fraudsters used it to make online purchases. Alright guys, that's it for this video. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like. If I earned your subscription, please subscribe. Click that subscribe button. If you want.
Why's he got 21 subs? He fell off. Dude, he got 2 million subs. He got 2 million subs like after this video. This video did really well for him. Damn.
Want to watch more videos by me, they're up on the screen right now. That's it for this video. If you like my personality, make sure to
Dude, the Rule 34 up. Does he actually review it? Wait, let me see what else. Can't even show that one. Is that purple guy from FNAF? What else we got? That's just a TikTok. That's a cat moment. Oh my god, what is with people loving cats? It's the most replayed part of the video. Oh, I think it was only this part that was Rule 34. Okay, fair enough. That was a really good video though. Check him out, but obviously by the look of it in chat, most of you know who Tov is. Makes really good videos.
Sorry for the yapping in DMs, I just don't want to waste your time anyway. Time to bully you /latevid _ petscup2 _ Karen mop _ scared of horror _ react Andy _ not fat enough _ LLLLL.
$10 for all those words. I don't like poor people because poor people are like that. You guys are trying to squeeze as many bits as you can out of the TTS to get your money's worth. Did you take a mortgage out before making that $10 dono? Right, I'm ending stream.